Hello and back to the lectures of fluid mechanics. So we have been discussing the properties of fluids and we have discussed four properties as of now. Now let's discuss one phenomena which everyone would have observed. Say if I have an inclined plane and these planes have same inclination with respect to the horizontal, and if I drop water on this plane and if I drop honey on this plane, so remember this plane is having a drop of water and this plane is having a drop of honey. So it's very common and everyone would have observed that the water would flow straight directly and this will be very fast. And when you talk about honey, it will drip, means it will go slowly, then it will progress further, then it will progress further. So this motion is slow. So why is this happening? Why the water moves fast and honey moves slow? Or the glycerin moves slow, or the oil moves faster? This variation in speed is because of some of their internal property to what we call viscosity. So what we call viscosity. So when we talk about viscosity, we are very clear with our general observation that we are talking about the speed of the liquid. We are talking about that something is making things move either slow or making things move fast. This is a general concept. We have noticed it somewhere else also. In our basic mechanics, when we see that, say this is an inclined plane with an angle theta with horizontal and a box is kept over here. So there is some motion under a force F. And you know that there is some forces acting over here. If we say that this is the weight component W cos theta acting in this direction. So there is a normal force acting in this direction back to the surface, and there is a force of friction which is acting backward, which is not allowing your body to move. So it means the resistance and speed are mostly connected to this concept called friction. And hence when we talk about friction in liquids, we call it viscosity. So here now I would like to define viscosity formally. So I would say that viscosity is defined as the property of fluid which offers resistance to movement of one fluid layer over the adjacent layers. So what can we see over here is that if you zoom in this liquid layer and zoom in this liquid layer, what we will see is that, say if these are the layers of water and these are the layers of honey. So when this layer wants to move in this direction, there will be some friction offered in the opposite direction from this layer, the adjacent layer. It would be better if I mark it over here. So there will be some friction offered from this layer. Similarly, if this layer over here wants to move in this direction, so the friction offered over here will be very high. So viscosity of this liquid, viscosity of water is much less than viscosity of honey. So this is also one of the properties which allows you to differentiate between two different type of liquids. This is a generally observed thing and most of you can connect with it. We will look into technicalities of this in the next lecture.